Hey Taurus, welcome to your February 15th to February 29th. Oh, 28th. Astro Reels. Yay! You know, these readings are timeless and signless, so it doesn't really matter what your placements are. If it resonates with you, then it's for you. I want to remind you, as you know, I'm here to serve you in whatever way that you need. If we're able to help you out, we'll help you out. If we can't, we'll definitely do our best to direct you to who can. But either way, you can find me at Etsy. Yay! And also, I want to highlight and this lovely Lynette who made these amazing cards, and I wanted to get to them in the Aries reading, but I got so engrossed in the message. It was such a windy message. But anyway, she makes the Happy Oracle deck, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine cards, Triggers Oracle deck, which I love, Shadow Work Oracle deck, and My Higher Self Oracle deck. These are solid gold. I definitely use them in my readings. And if you'd like to follow her, she is Total Divine 2021 on Instagram and on Etsy. She is Total Divine Products. Wait, Productions. Hold on. My bad. Where is it? Yeah, I was right. The first time. Total Divine Products. And I do want to mention that when I said Total Divine Products, it was 111. And in the last video, it was also 111, 1 minute, 11 seconds from when I started this video. All right. So anyway, let's jump in and hopefully we can get to use them this time around. Whew. I do want to let you guys know that I'm loving these energies. You're definitely in alignment. I do see some Saturnian energies showing me that there are some lessons that you still kind of have to work through here. Everybody, right? But whoever you guys are, spiritual service is definitely being extended to you. I feel like Spirit is trying to not say entice you, but trying to shower you with ideas, right? Hey, you could do this, or you can do that, or how about this, or how about that? It's like we want you, 2 minutes, 11 seconds. We want to work with you. We want to work with you in a different capacity. So come on. And it's funny because at the bottom of this deck here, I got get to know each other, 2 minutes, 22 seconds. So if this reading is for you, regardless of your placements, regardless of when you're watching this video, then hi, Spirit is trying to recruit you. You probably know this already. Invitation to connect. Master healing. I do see for some of you this is about jewelry making. Remember, it doesn't have to be about energy healing and energy work, although please know that anytime you're crafting anything, making anything, you are actively working with Spirit. And if you're in higher service and you're doing things for people, taxes, changing their tires, lending a good ear, when you're in alignment with Spirit, and the quality of what you do for others is higher. As I say higher, see the mirroring? Higher. Now they're saying that the reason why these go together, they're saying, which makes sense, 3 minutes and 8 seconds when I saw that, 11, because they're showing that when you work with Spirit, you are fully protected. And they like want to say it really loud because I get a little skittish myself, and I'm like, angels, are you here? Can you help me with this? And they're like, hello, we're here. We're always here. I'm seeing a shout out to photography here. Somebody here is being encouraged, 3 minutes, 33 seconds to follow their passion with photography. Food photography, I would love it. I love that. Turn on your heart light. It's interesting though, because what I saw is get to know your light. Know your light. So a lot of you are being encouraged not only by Spirit to join the ranks of the family or la familia. Yeah, not only join the ranks of the family Spirit team. Right? For some of you, that may actually be a calling. For example, I'm not saying this is it in particular, but if your whole family is like a bunch of like medical professionals and there's that pressure to join, and then you've kind of been on, two sides of the coin, like, should I? Spirit is like, yeah, why not? Runs in the blood. But this could also be for somebody here. Ooh, let me just get rid of that energy. Hold on. There's a little bit of an undertaking energy to just came in a little bit, and I don't like it. See what Spirit is saying is when we have these moments, 4 minutes, 33 seconds, call upon Spirit, angels, please come and clear the space for me, because what I'm feeling is an energy that has come in 4 minutes, 44 seconds, and that has triggered something within me. Always remember that. So when we say, Spirit, please come in, angels, please come in and clear the space, of course, they're clearing whatever that energy is, but it's still up to you to take the next step to reflect. project, and please ask, guides, you don't have to ask like that, but that's how I ask, guides, can you please show me inside of me what it is that I felt when that energy came in? Because as A Course in Miracles teaches us, we're not actually seeing what we think we're seeing. We're not actually feeling what we think we're feeling. We're not actually thinking what we think we're thinking. We are only at all times interacting with the projections that we have made. Because if we really were seeing what was really there, we would just see light and it would be formless. But no, we've got a lot of stuff going on in us from past lives, this life, conditioning, wounds, all that stuff, preferences, quote unquote, right? Even preferences are subject to your past. So as they say, you're only always seeing the past. And so therefore, if something makes you feel a certain type of way, whether it makes you feel happy, it makes you feel sad, it makes you feel like an acrid taste is in your mouth, whatever it is, yeah, please get it away, God. But thank you so much for showing me. Thank you to whatever that was also for showing me that there's an energetic pattern or frequency or whatever in my field that just came active for me that I need to look at because it's not in alignment with me at this point. But I spotted it, so I must got it. If you spot it, you got it. All right. That, yes, that does include energies when how you feel when you watch the news. Okay, so listen, don't watch the news unless you want to be bombarded with energetic frequencies that you already have in your field, right? And you'd rather blame other people for because you didn't do it in this lifetime, but in other lifetimes you were all up in that energy. So we're just keeping it 100 on this channel. Next one, treasure your loved ones. It's important to love others deeply, Spirit is saying. But if this message is for you, this part of the reading, then Spirit is saying do not use your loved ones to project your insecurities onto. Quick example that's coming to mind right away. If you're the type of person, you're vibing, you could be a mom, you could be a dad, whatever. But if you're the type of mom, for example, where you had a bad day or you feel sad or you have some moment of insecurity or instability, they're saying, and then you're seeking your child out to have playtime with them, or like a 6-year-old child or something, for example, to have playtime with them or spend time with them, or hey, let's read this book, or hey, what you may think in that moment because you're reacting is that, oh, I want to spend more time with my kids. I should spend more. No, but when we're looking at it energetically, we're seeing that you're experiencing a moment of insecurity within your energetic field, a moment of instability. And now you have created an opportunity for yourself, a potential for yourself to seek, to take the moment to look at it. But instead of looking at it and reflecting it and giving to yourself what it is that you need, you're externally outsourcing that. I know that sounded redundant, but you're outsourcing that to something else in your environment. And in this example, it's not, weed, it's not alcohol, it's not shopping and overspending or gossiping, it's your kids. And so you're trying to spend time with them now when they would much rather be playing or doing whatever it is that they're being guided to do, or they're feeling led to do. Instead, you see it as playtime and they're like, oh, mom, or even if they're like, yay, mom, you don't realize, but from a higher perspective, the karmic board is looking at emotional instability and not taking responsibility for your actions. You see, this is how we roll. This is why we have to really be in touch with our energy field and our emotions, because a lot of times we're taking actions that are not in accordance with a higher expression of ourselves. Why? Because we're in reaction mode. We're not in reflection and then making a choice to respond mode. And so we create an external locus of support for ourselves. I know that one sounds a little rough and a little bit like, oh, but if you know, you know. And people do this all the time. It's called, wait for it, coping mechanisms. So this year, 2023, is the year of sobriety in all ways, shapes, and forms. If you're a daydreamer like me, if you're into fantasy, if you're not grounded, if you have really, really obstructive patterns of behavior, denial, things like that, if you literally full-blown have addictions of some sort, this year is going to be in your face. This is what's happening. You need to take accountability. You need to take the actions. And what are you going to do about it? This is the what are you going to do about it year. I almost said life. So for some of you, if you're watching this is the life for you to do that as well. So Spirit is saying, yeah, we want you, but also remember that you have to be responsible for yourself. Okay? Initiation by fire. Look at that. They're saying your loved ones are not here to be a crutch. Oh, speak it. By the same token, your loved ones are not here to be your excuse for not having taken actions. Yes, we do get victimized on this planet. A Course in Miracles teaches that there's no such thing as victims and everybody is innocent. But from our earth perspective, we will struggle to see that unless you get to a point in your soul's evolution where you're down here and you're like, yeah, I see it. I own my projection. So I actually see that. I'm in touch with my energy field. I know about my past lifetimes. I've got enough understanding of my energy flow. So I understand what they're saying in A Course of Miracles. I'm not indignant about it. I don't have resistance to it. I'm just accepting and I'm seeking to understand instead of to be understood. That's where we're heading. But if you're still in the place where you're like, what are you talking about, Jay? I am a victim. This happened, that happened. That could simply be that, yes, that happened to you. But your perspective on it is what could transform if you did some more reflection. And when you get into deeper reflection, 11 minutes, 11 seconds, understanding yourself as a sacred vehicle, a sacred vessel, and understanding that you're programming your reality, and understanding that you chose certain circumstances in this life. When you get in 11 minutes, 22 seconds, that level of understanding, you start to come closer to understanding why they say things like, this didn't happen to you, it happened for you. Right? And that, yes, that does go to a newborn, a 6-year-old, a 30-year-old, a 20-year-old, because this is not a 6-month-old soul. No, this is a massive soul that is just choosing to be in this body. And when we look at the Akashic records, when we understand what has come before and, what's happening and the purpose, then we can start saying, getting into a space of indignation. But when you're still in that place of wanting to have your story heard, which is completely understandable, because part of growing, part of learning, and part of healing requires you to 12 minutes, 12 seconds, speak your piece, speak your truth. Have the cry, let people know. It's witnessing. You're allowing yourself to be witnessed or accompanied, however you want to, or seen or heard, or whatever the words are for you. You have to go through that. But the problem is a lot of people stay stuck in that, and they embrace the victimhood, and they embrace the martyrdom, and they embrace the poverty consciousness, the low self-worth. They stay in those places because, well, you got to find out. It's in your field. We'll see it if we look in. But they stay in those places, and because they haven't properly had their wounds seen, because they're not looking at it themselves, or they need assistance to do that, then it stymies them, okay? And so then they would get into behaviors like blaming others, holding other people accountable when they should take responsibility. Remember that. Thanks. The guys are like, let's pull those cards, girl. Get those cards. Yeah. So let's pull some of Lynette's, which cards, guys? They're like all of them. Okay, we have to hurry. Okay. Because, right now it's a 15-minute cap, God bless, on Instagram. It's another club banger out next summer. Just kidding. That's the song. Instagram. I just heard someone say where everything's worth it. Like, everything? We need a hype man. All right, let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Oh. I'm now ready for the change, no matter how big or small. It's time. Get it. Stop wasting time. I'm really proud of myself. Every day I will become a better version of me. Speak on it. I have addictive tendencies. Stop. Yeah, see? I have addictive tendencies when I need to cover up emotions. We're talking about triggers. This is the trigger deck. So, yeah, if this reading is for you, then you know. How many tasks have you taken on today? One too many? That could be for some of you. Elated, that time you felt so proud of yourself for completing a goal, even if it was a small one. Spirit is saying you need to get on this. If this message is for you, you need to get on this right away, because they want to recruit you. Codependency, stop, right? Get it, Lynette? This is a relationship addiction. You are relying too heavily on the other person for your sense of self-worth. Give yourself more self-love. Preach it. And finally, I will not feel guilty for treating myself today. Yeah, start getting into yourself. Okay? Love you guys. Gotta go.